Hi, I'm Kim. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing another What's for Dinner. I try to post these every Friday. And today's video is extra special because it's in collaboration with my girl, Courtney from Mama Makes It Happen. Y'all, I love that girl. She is a sweetheart. She does cleaning videos, organizing, Ray Dunn hauls, grocery hauls, cooking. I mean, she does all kinds of great videos.
And she's a big Ray Dunn collector.
Yeah, she has a lot of Ray Dunn. And so I know you're just going to love her channel. But anyway, so I'm going to link her YouTube channel and her Instagram channel down in the description box below. And so we're fixing to get started with this What's for Dinner. And if you're coming over from Courtney's channel, hey, welcome. I hope that y'all will enjoy my channel. I try to do at least one What's for Dinner every Friday. I try to do a grocery haul, a cleaning video, at least 2 videos. Try to have 3. Just the holidays have thrown me off. But I'm so excited for the new year so that I can get back on my regular schedule. So be looking for some new videos.
There's only 3 recipes in this because it was all crazy this week.
Yeah, this week we've only got 3 recipes, so I'm sorry. I meant to have more, but this week has been crazy. But anyways, let's
get straight into it.
Okay, y'all, I have a pot of water that I'm going to add some salt to, and we're going to bring this up to a boil so that we can cook our spaghetti noodles in it. Okay, y'all, we are making chicken spaghetti. I showed you earlier that I had a pan or a pot of water that I put salt in. Now I have another pan that I'm going to add. I have 1 pound of Velveeta that I have cubed up. To add a 1/2 cup of milk, and we're going to turn this on. Right now I'm just turning it on medium low, and we're going to start letting this melt. Okay, I have the water back there. Water back. Oh Lord, y'all see what I just did? I did not know this box was already open. Well, I'm about to put some noodles in there, but they slung everywhere. The recipe calls for 16 ounces of noodles, and I have a little bit of noodles left in this one box. And I'm going to add them. And I like to break my noodles.
Lately, I've been going so crazy. It seems like
and my cheese is starting to melt, so I'm trying to stir it too.
the ground feels a little bit shaky.
Lord, there's noodles all over my floor, y'all. You should see all the noodles. I didn't realize they were on the floor too. Okay, we're gonna let those boil. And if y'all want to see what I'm talking about noodles on the floor, noodles on the floor. Okay, I've got this melting, and I'm also, oops, I didn't realize this wasn't in the camera. Sorry, y'all. I'm cutting up some lettuce and tomatoes. We're gonna have salad with this. This is almost melted all the way. The recipe says that when it's almost melted, to add in 1 can of cream of chicken, 1 can of cream of mushroom, and then a can of Rotel drained. And it called for 2 cups of cubed chicken, but I have 2 cups of shredded chicken that I made last week in the crock pot that was in the freezer. So we're going to use it. So now I'm going to start adding my soups. I have my cream of chicken.
My head is spinning around in a circle.
A can of cream of mushroom.
A whisper telling me to be brave. You better dive into
and then a can of the Rotel, and I drained it.
Into the water. Into the water.
And it's kind of thick, so I'm going to add a little more milk. And now I have a can, this can, I put maybe not quite half of a cup, a half full of milk.
I've been waiting too long, get in the water.
And I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. And a little bit of onion and garlic powder.
Into the water. Into the water. You've been waiting too long, get in the water.
Now I'm going to drain my noodles.
Maybe this can feel a bit scary.
And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pan here because my pan is so full with the cheese mixture. I'm going to pour it in here and add the chicken to it so that the chicken will warm up in here, and then we'll pour the noodles in with this. Okay, y'all, now I have the chicken. I'm going to add that in. Like I said, I'm just using shredded chicken that I made in the crock pot. I shared how I made it in the crock pot on my last week's What's for Dinner. So I'm just going to mix that in. And then we're fixing to toss the noodles in here with it. I'm going to pour those noodles back in there. Holy moly, it's full. Okay.
Hope your feet will be ready. But maybe you just need a little bit faith now.
Okay, y'all, we have a huge pot of chicken spaghetti. We have garlic toast. We have all the fixings over here for salad. Courtney got everything set up. So we're about to check it out. Hey, Adrian, what do you think about it?
Good. I almost died.
Today, he was eating, and I don't know what happened. It felt like something was stuck in his throat, and he kept saying, I mean, he could breathe, but it was hurting him, and he kept getting scared that he was going to stop breathing, right? But I guess it finally went down, whatever it was, some kind of food or something. He drank a ton of water. It was kind of scary, right?
I haven't even tasted it yet.
Okay, well,
because
taste
I was
it.
talking to my mom.
She's been talking. Is it hot?
No.
You're mad. How is it? Is it good? You like it? I got me some salad, and I've been eating some of mine. I think it's really good, and I know what we're going to be having for lunch tomorrow because we have so much.
That's really good.
It is really
I
good,
think
and
Dad's gonna like it.
my husband, we have his stuff set up. He's on his way home right
Set
now.
up.
We have it all set up for him, but we'll find out what he thinks, and I'll let y'all know. And Bryce is not here, so we can't ask him.
Yeah.
Y'all, I have to show y'all. Look how my son eats his toast. He does not like the outside, so he eats on the inside.
It's a perfect circle.
More of an oval.
No, more like a D. Circle.
Oops. Yeah, do you like it? You've almost ate all of it. Do you give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down? He gave a thumbs up. Hey y'all. Today we are going to be making black-eyed peas. I have had these soaking overnight, and now I'm going to strain that. And then I want to just wash them.
So you better step out and get a little bit wet.
Y'all, now I'm going to pour these into my crock pot. And then I'm going to fill it up with water.
Into the water. You've been waiting too long.
Okay. I also have this pork jaw. I'm fixing to open it up and put it in there. Okay, so I'm just going to stick that in there whole because honestly, the meat, we just use it for flavor. A lot of the times we don't even eat the meat. I know that sounds bad, but it's the truth. Sorry, I had to wipe my hands off. So I want to add just a tad bit more water, just so that that meat is going to be covered. There we go. And then I'm going to get our seasonings. I have 1 onion diced. And then I'm also going to put 2 cloves of garlic. And I have the minced garlic that, just like this, I'm going to put about 2 cloves. And then I have in here some seasonings. Let me tell you. I have a teaspoon of garlic. I'm sorry, I can't speak. I have a teaspoon of seasoned salt, a teaspoon of pepper, and 2 teaspoons of Cajun seasoning. So we're going to put that in there. And I'm just going to kind of stir this up.
Get in the water.
Okay. So now we're just going to cover this up. And I'm going to turn it on low and let it cook all day long. And then I will come back and show y'all the finished product. Okay, y'all, tonight I'm going to be making mackerel cakes. I have this can of chicken of the sea chub mackerel, and I've drained it. And now for the fun part. This part is kind of gross, but it has to be done. So what we'll do is you have to, there's little bones in here that you remove. And I just always just get a spoon and kind of scrape them out. And then this skin on the back, I scrape it off too. And whatever this little bloodline, I don't know what it actually is called. Anyways, this is something, and I have shared a video. It was like one of my very first, it was a cook with me video. So it,
Can I do it?
My mom and dad used to make these as a kid growing up, and I liked them. I would dip them in ketchup, and I've made them for my family. My daughter Courtney really likes them. My husband, he's okay with them. They're not like a favorite of his. Adrian, he doesn't care for them too much, but Bryce likes them. But Bryce isn't going to be home tonight to eat with us. And actually for supper, it's just going to be me and Courtney. My husband and my youngest are on the truck right now, and they're running behind, so they won't be home for supper, so they'll eat when they get home. And my oldest is not home right now. So anyways, I'm over here, like I said, just getting this ready. So I will do that, and then I'll come right back and show you what we do next. Okay, y'all. I should have bought 2 cans now that I think about it, because this 1 can really isn't going to make that many, but it's okay. If nothing else, me and Courtney will eat them, because I know Adrian won't eat them, and my husband might, but if you're making this for your family, you might need 2 cans or 3, and y'all, they're similar to like salmon patties. For some reason, my mom preferred this. She said she didn't really, I don't think she really liked the taste of salmon, or maybe this was just cheaper. I really don't know as a kid, and I've never compared the price of this and the canned salmon. Maybe it is cheaper. I know it wasn't that much. It was maybe I know it was maybe less than $2 for the can. Anyways, what you'll want to do now is, after you get everything cleaned off and the skin and the bones and all that yucky stuff, you're just left with the meat here. And I just kind of break it up with my spoon or whatever, and I'm gonna add, I think I'm gonna add a couple of eggs, because we need something to bind it together. So I've got 2 eggs here,
And all the while
I have about half of an onion that I chopped up, and I'm gonna put in there.
winding roads, the bumpy.
Here I have a bag with crushed saltine crackers. It's 1 sleeve of saltine crackers, and I'm just going to add about, I don't know, I'm going to start out about that much. We're going to kind of stir it and just see. I don't know if I'll need any more. And then I'm going to add some garlic powder, just kind of to taste. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of throw a little in. Then I have some seasoned salt. I'm going to use some of that. And then I want to add some pepper. And I'm just going to kind of, I like pepper. And we're going to kind of mix that. See how this feels. Oh, and then I think, yes, my mom, I think my mom has passed on, and my dad. So I can't really call them up and ask them how to do this. But if I'm not mistaken, I think they added a tiny bit of milk. So that's what I'm going to do. I wish I would have been more involved in cooking when I was a kid. I wasn't really interested in it. And so a lot of things that they made, I'm trying my best to remember, because now I can't go back and ask them because they are already passed on. So me making this stuff and posting it on YouTube, hey, my kids can always look back if they want and remember how I made stuff. I guess that's the good things too about YouTube. You can preserve memories for your family, for your kids. They can look back on. So one day when I'm going on, my kids can go and they can watch their mama cooking. So I'm gonna kind of see how these feel. I might need, I don't know if they're gonna hold together. Actually, now I probably could go ahead and add the rest of these crackers.
Decisions that you made.
And I might even add one more egg. You know, like I said, I'm just winging it. Because I don't have anybody to ask. And I don't know if I've shared on here before, but I'm the youngest of 6 kids. I was a big surprise. My parents thought they were done having kids. One of my brothers, who was the youngest, there's 15 years between me and him. The rest were basically almost all grown. I had one brother that was married and already had 1 kid. I had another brother, I think he was already married too, and had a daughter. So I have nieces older than me. And then the rest, we kind of grew up together. So anyway, so my brother, one of my brothers, his wife, they lived with us for a while. And so she used to watch my mom and dad cook. And so I probably could have called her and asked her exactly how they made it, but I didn't. I just threw a little bit more seasoning salt in there. And now I think I'm ready to, I think these will be pretty good. I'm gonna get me a plate. So now I'm gonna make little patties up.
You have to take another leap. Close your eyes and believe me when I say, don't be afraid.
Okay, y'all. I decided just to use my regular pan here. A lot of times I take out my electric skillet, but this time I'm just going to use this. So I'm going to heat it up to a little over medium and let this grease heat up, and then we'll fry those. And I'm going to check on take you over here. We're going to check on the black-eyed peas. I had to turn them up because they were not getting done. So they've been on high for a couple hours now.
Can I do it in the sink?
Yeah, I don't care. So let me taste these, see if these are done. They taste good.
How do I
I'll just let them keep cooking even though they're done. And over here, y'all, I also made cornbread, which I've made several times. And if y'all want that recipe, I can link it down below. But we're going to wait on this to heat up. And then I'm going to start frying these. Okay, y'all, we're going to see if this is warm enough. Well, maybe it could have gotten a little bit warmer. I think it'll be all right. Look. my mom and dad, did I already mention this? They would always make black-eyed peas for the new year. Supposedly, you had to eat some black-eyed peas, even if it was a spoonful, for good luck. So, even when I was a kid, and I didn't care for them that much when I was a kid,
Did you still take a spoon?
yeah, my mom and dad made me eat a spoon for good luck. They would fry cabbage, but I don't really ever make fried cabbage. And this is my first time making the black-eyed peas, so I'm kind of excited to see how they turn out. So we're just going to let these fry. Let's see how they're doing.
I'm so starving.
I'm going to go a little bit longer on that side. These smell really good. Strain some of that grease off. So me and Kiki, I'm just going to leave the black-eyed peas over here, and I'll get us some as we want it. Since it's just the two of us, we're just going to eat on the island today. So we will get our food all ready, and then we'll come back and let you know what we think, y'all. Okay, y'all. I am going to have to pat myself on the back. Of course, I always put cornbread in my beans, but these black-eyed peas are so good to me. And then I always like to dip my mackerel cake in some ketchup like this, and then and I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Maria Sharp habanero pepper sauce. I put some of that in my beans.
It's 0 calories.
Okay, Courtney, what do you think?
It's amazing.
She loves mackerel
You
cakes.
have to make mackerel cakes. They are.
I know.
amazing.
Looking at it, they don't look as appetizing. Like when
They
she
really-
sees it, they're
yeah.
just like, ugh.
First time I tried them, I looked at them and was like, "Are you kidding me, Mom? I'm not eating this." And then my dad said, "Just take a try." And then I'm like, "That's really good." And then ever since then, like I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" When she says she's baking mackerel cakes, I'm like, "Mackerel cakes!" And the beans are really good too.
She wasn't sure if she would like those. What do you think about them?
They're
They're different.
They weren't. I think you should add more seasoning.
A little bit more. Well, I mean, you know how beans always need a lot of salt, and I didn't put too much because because I had that salt Joel thing in there, so I thought there would be enough salt. So maybe a little bit more salt, but you can season it up yourself, and then it's good. So
if you make this recipe, at least the mackerel cakes, let us know in the comments if y'all like it. 'Cause
Yes.
I love it. So.
all right, thank y'all. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching this week's What's for Dinner. I'm so sorry that I did not include more recipes. Honestly, we had leftovers from when we made the black-eyed peas and stuff. And then on New Year's Day, we went to my in-laws and ate a bunch of food there. And then they sent us home with leftovers. And so it was just me and Courtney tonight. I was planning on making a big meal, but I already had my refrigerator full. So Courtney requested ramen noodles, and I'm just going to throw something together. So that's this week's What's for Dinner. But next week, we're getting back in our regular schedule. The kids going back to school, and so stay tuned. I'll have some good recipes next week. And also, don't forget to go and check out my good friend Courtney at Mama Makes It Happen's channel, because I know she's going to be sharing some good food. So you may get some inspiration over there from her too. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching. I really do appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate all the comments and everything. So thank you so much.
Yeah.